It's another beautiful day to be training chest. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing here. We got the incline Smith machine, of course, my favorite. But today I'm going to switch it up a little bit, sort of. I've done this before, but not in the videos. Actually, I did it quite recently and I really liked it. I'm going to be semi-supersetting this one with decline flies. I'm going to take rest in between, so like 2 minutes of rest, this set, and then the decline flies. But I will be going back and forth between that. So I do a set here, then a set on the decline flies, then a set here, then there again. And so back and forth until I'm done. And that might be the whole workout today. If my chest isn't finished after that, I will do some chest presses. But there's a good chance that will just be it. I just do 3 sets here, 3 sets there, finished. This feels really good. I did it recently. I think it should be more than enough for your chest to grow. So that's nice, but it just feels really good. Because you get the upper chest, lower, upper, lower, and your whole chest just kind of gets destroyed in one go. So yeah, I like it. I did it recently, as I said before, because I had like a hurry in time. And I was like, wow, this is actually kind of amazing. So I've done it a couple of times since then, and I'm going to be doing it right now as well. But we're going to start off with 2 20s on each side. Then the next set I will do a 20 and a 15, and then the set after that a 20 and a 10. Since I'm doing the decline flies in between, my chest does get quite sore real quickly. So, the second set I cannot even really do this weight all that efficiently anymore. So, yeah, we got to pyramid it down, but that's fine. I never really have a problem with that. Yeah, as said, we do have 2 20s on each side right now, and I'm curious to see how this is gonna go. First set should be a good one. All right. Nice. Good 9 reps. Did a semi-pass at the bottom with them. Not like a full-on pass you would need in powerlifting, but just a little pass. Just a little showing of strength there, so to say, and that I can handle this weight. Yeah, felt pretty good. 9 reps. I'm happy with that. Gonna jump over to the flies now. All right, yeah. So as I said, we're gonna now do the decline flies in between that. I'm feeling a little good, so I think I'm gonna go a bit heavier than I did before. So there we go. And yeah, we're just gonna do a set of decline flies now. I mean, it's not that complicated. So let's just go ahead and do it, I guess. Ooh, does feel a little heavy, but it should be fine. Yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Yeah, nice. Already my chest is just starting to feel good. This is like the best superset I've ever invented. Yeah, now we're gonna jump back over to the incline a little bit lighter. Do it again, and again, till my whole chest is just boom. And there we are again, back to the incline. I mean, you probably saw that one coming. Let's be real honest. I did lose the hoodie because I'm getting quite hot here. So now the pump cover is gone, so to say. But no, it was genuinely a little bit cold here. So, in order to speed up the warming up process and also just to not feel cold the whole time, at those moments I like to put on a little hoodie and then do my first sets in that because, I prefer not being cold during my sets. I mean, I feel like you could make an argument that I shouldn't be a baby or a bitch. And which I agree in, you shouldn't be a baby. But if I'm cold and that means I'm a little bit less focused because I need to focus on, not being a baby, and I'm less focused on my working sets, right? So in a way that will damage the amount I can grow from it. And then I'm like, okay, it's not worth just biting through the cold. I rather just put on a hoodie. So that's my reasoning behind that. But now I'm hot. I'm feeling smooth and warmed up and everything. I mean, I was already warmed up, but now I also feel like I have too much heat for a hoodie. So now the hoodie has come off, and I'm sitting here chilling in a shirt. So yeah, I don't know if that made any sense, but we're gonna do a set now. So. Ah! Ah! Okay. Whew. Nice. Yeah, that's why I'm going lighter on this one. Already, just 10 kilos less. Felt heavier than that first set. So, if I did another 2020, it would have been nice for my ego. But I'm here for my muscles, right? So, gotta prioritize those. This was a perfect set. As said, the next one will be 80 or 20-10 on each side. And then I think I will be finished, at least with these two exercises. And as I said, I will see if I do a chest press or not. Really depends on how the chest feels. But back to the flies we go. Yes, okay. So on this one, I also did go one lighter. The weight was perfect a moment ago. Like I felt for the first set that was good. But I think for the second set, I want a little more control. I'm probably not going to end up doing more reps, maybe even less. But that's whatever, I don't really care about that. Yeah, we're going lighter, but I think the third set, the last set that we'll be doing, will be the same weight as this one. So, with the incline Smith machine, I kind of go down, down, down. With this one, preferably, I go like 2 sets the same weight and then 1 set either lighter or heavier, kind of depending on how it goes, I suppose. It really depends on how the first set goes. Yeah, now we're going a little bit lighter. Same principle, just trying to get a little bit more control on it, as I said. But that's really all that's going to change. So, oh yeah, and I turned around because I looked back at the footage, and I am sorry for that. That was like the worst angle I've ever had. So I turned it around, and now it should be a little bit better. So well. Okay. Whoa. Yeah, that felt really good. All right, nice. Last one on the incline. Let's go. All right. And if you know me a little bit, you probably might have a suspicion already. And yes, I am going to be drop setting this one. 90% certainty. Because, why not? I mean, we're here for absolute chest annihilation. Chest annihilation. Didn't really pronounce that right, but whatever. That's what we're here for. And I think a drop set will help us achieve that. And I felt my chest. I'm feeling how it is going right now. And I think I'm just going to keep it at this one, and then the decline again, and that will be it. That's literally the whole training for today. And as I said, it might sound a little bit weird, just to exercise is basically only taking for like half an hour. But honestly, I think it works. I think it can be enough for growth. And I even think that it could be like the maximum for growth. Like, not per se the perfect way or the best way, but on par with whatever is best. I don't think anything else will make that much of a difference. Maybe a little bit, but probably immeasurable. I mean, this is pure bro science here. Okay, so don't take my word for it and anything. This is just my theory here, so to say. But hey, it's fun to have your own theories every now and then. And I think it's important to at least believe that what you're doing will help you grow. That's already a good thing. I mean, you should be open for change and always try to get better and grow more. But believing at the same time in what you're doing is also important. You need to find like the middle way in between those two things, so to say. So I'm hoping I'm at that point where I'm at the middle way, but it's hard to tell when you're inside of the box, those kind of things. But whatever. I'm like yapping way too much, so gotta do this last one. Ah! Ah! Okay. Yeah. The 90% chance of the drop set, believe it or not, was a success, and we're drop setting it. So there we go. Boom. Bam. 20 kilos less on that bar. And now we're just gonna do the last couple of reps. I'm gonna be doing half reps here. Don't really feel like locking it out all the way. So we're just gonna do this part of the range of motion. Oh. Ah! 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 Okay. Oh, all right. Yeah, I'm happy with that one. Whoa, what a burn. All right, nice. Asset. One more decline, and I think I might do it a little shirtless. Woohoo! All right, I did warn you. It was going to be a shirtless one for the last one. I like it on the flies. I mean, you can just kind of see the striations going on when I do it, right? I think you're going to not see much here, though, because I'm like perfectly not underneath a light while doing this one. But whatever, okay? It's about the idea here. But yeah, as said, I like doing this one without a shirt. I don't have my skin touching anything, right? On my back or anything. Like, it's not like I'm laying on a bench. So then it's not that bad. I don't like doing shirtless exercises on benches and stuff like that. You should just feel your skin going into the leather and it just doesn't feel nice. But here, I don't have that problem. So here we are, shirtless and with a pretty decent pump already. So yeah, last set of the whole workout, then a quick pump check, and that will already be it for today. Nice and simple, but as I said, I do believe effective. And I mean, what more could you want, right? Okay. Ooh. Okay. All right, nice. Yeah. Quick pose down. Done. There we are. Back in this lovely spot again. This spot is nice. I feel like almost the best one for light, but only if the weather is like perfect. And it feels to me like this is pretty good weather for it. So I'm gonna have a little pose down around here. I don't know if it changes much where I stand here or not, but whatever. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, as I said, it might be only 2 exercises, but to me it looks like I've gotten a pretty good pump here. So, 2 really can be enough. I would say not always. I don't think you should always do only two. But if you're low on energy or low on time or just feels good for that day, then it's fine, right? I don't think it's a bad thing. Let's see the side chest here. Yeah, I mean, I got the thing going on again where if I tap it, I leave white dots behind. So I said that in the last one as well. I think that's a pretty good sign of a good pump. But I'm at the point that I can basically not really even flex it all that well anymore because there's so much blood in there. It's kind of, even when I'm flexing it, it's not getting much like bigger. You can see even the boing is not really there because it's already so filled. So that's always a weird part of the pump. I'm pretty certain if I go on stage, I should get a little less of a pump than this so that I can still flex it properly. But I haven't gone on stage yet, so I don't know for certain. But yeah, I think I'm quite happy with this one today. Let's see. Yeah, I'm satisfied. All right. Hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next one.